I wanted to know from the man himself, why? What were you thinking? What was going through your head when you had your knee on my brother's neck? Why when you knew that he posed no threat anymore, he was handcuffed, why you didn't at least get up? Why you stayed there?
I do want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind.
I am the mother of Derek Chauvin. I believe a lengthy sentence will not serve Derek well. When you sentence my son, you will also be sentencing me.
My family and I have been given a life sentence. We would never be able to get George back. Daddy's our daughter's first love, and she would never be able to have any personal memories with her father.
We used to have dinner meals every single night before we went to bed. My daddy always used to help me brush my teeth.
As expected, it was a heavy day for the Floyd family as several family members gave impact statements in court during Derek Chauvin's sentencing hearing. Here with me is someone who's worked closely with the family, Antonio Romanucci, one of the attorneys representing the Floyd family. Welcome to the show, Counselor.
Thank you, Yodit. Good evening to you.
So I want to start with getting your reaction to Judge Cahill's sentence of 22.5 years.
So, you really have to set it up with, the mood in the courtroom. It was a very tense situation when we were in there. I was very fortunate to be one of the 7 family members who were in the courtroom. And myself and Ben Crump were the 2 attorneys, and then the 5 family members were there. The mood was tense. We were nervous. We were anxious. The tension was palpable. It was thick, because nobody knew what was going to happen. Was there going to be a sentence that measured the injustice that had been done to George Floyd on May 25th of last year, or was the family going to leave disappointed that there was only partial justice? So when we heard the judge say 270 months, we knew it was a lot. But quite frankly, we couldn't calculate that quickly how many years that was, because we were all so anxious about it. But when we realized it was 22.5 years, we knew that the bar had been raised again. The bar had been raised in terms of what a police officer can face in terms of jail time when they commit crimes under the color of law like Derek Chauvin did. The family, well, they wanted more, and that's understandable. Yeah. You heard Phil Anise say that he and his family now have a life sentence, not just for 22.5 years, not for 30 years or 40 years, but for the rest of their lives. And that for them would have been a commensurate and measurable sentence, a life sentence, but we knew that couldn't happen.
Well, Antonio, let's actually take a listen to what some of George Floyd's loved ones said this afternoon. First, Terrence Floyd, George's brother, asking Judge Cahill for the maximum possible sentence. And then there was Brandon Williams, George's nephew, just minutes after the sentence was handed down. Take a listen.
On behalf of me and my family, we seek the maximum penalty. We don't want to see no more slaps on the wrists. We've been through that already. In my community, in my culture, we've been through that already. Smacked on the wrist. No. Because if it was us, if the roles was reversed, there wouldn't be no case. It would have been open and shut. We'd have been under the jail.
We got justice, but not enough justice. When you think about George being murdered in cold blood with a knee on his neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds, execution style in broad daylight, 22.5 years is not enough.
That's right. All right, go ahead.
We were served a life sentence. We can't get George back. Gianna can't hug George again. He'll be able to hug his family possibly and see his family again. We can't get George back. So in retrospect, I feel that he should have received a life sentence as well.
That's right.
Antonio, the judge sentenced Chauvin to 22.5 years. He gave, obviously, credit for time served that he's already, done. And then there's that good behavior, right? And Chauvin, who is 45, could be paroled after serving about 15 years. Did the family believe that their statements in court was going to make a difference? Because, you noticed, I'm sure, that the judge had his written legal brief in terms of his reasons behind why he sentenced Chauvin to 22.5 years was already prepared. So how much of the statements made an impact, do you think?
Well, I can say this. I was in the courtroom and I did observe Judge Cahill. In my opinion, he was laser focused the entire time. I not only saw him watch the family, but his eyes were glued to them. It was very much, he was laser focused on them. Now, he said something during the sentencing. He goes, I understand and feel the deep pain and suffering that the Floyd family has gone through, which tells me that he's not blind to what the Floyd family has done over these months in support of George Floyd and finding justice. He had to have heard their words. He had to have watched them on television. He had to have read something in the newspaper. Whether or not that played into his decision, well, he said it didn't, but he's also a human being. And he knows how much this family has suffered as a result. Whether the impact statements made a difference today, I want to think they did. I hope they did, because they were very impactful. When you hear families talking about being broken, about life sentences, about the pain and the torture that they go through, not being able to sleep, the nightmares that they go through, that is just beyond irreparable. I don't know how anybody gets over that. And the only way they get over that is with closure and with the feeling of justice. And certainly we hope that the federal criminal charges, which could run consecutive to the to these state criminal charges, will add up to a maximum sentence for Derek Chauvin, so that this family can finally find some peace.
Well, today was the first time Derek Chauvin spoke to the Floyd family. It wasn't much, but it was the most he's said during the entire trial. Let's take a quick listen.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, due to some additional legal matters at hand, I'm not able to give a full formal statement at this time. But very briefly, though, I do want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind. Thank you.
Now, Chauvin didn't express remorse, and he certainly didn't apologize. What was the family's reaction to what he said?
They weren't moved by his words at all, and I, quite frankly, wasn't either. As you pointed out, he didn't apologize. He offered condolence as if he was at a wake or a funeral, and he was sorry to see that someone had died. That was no apology. The family didn't even look his way when he was looking their way, and they didn't look at him as being sincere. For him to say that there's going to be more information that will give you peace of mind, he's talking like a police officer. What is he, writing a report for them? It was more.
I was going to ask you about that. Antonio, I was going to ask you if anyone knew what Chauvin meant when he said that there was more information that would bring them some peace.
Well, when he said that, he can't talk because of other legal action, I think we can surmise that it was the federal case, the federal charges that are pending, and who knows what's going to come of that. I can't speculate what's going to come of the federal case, but evidently something will, and we don't know when, and we're sitting here guessing And the fact that he teased the family with the fact that something is coming that could give them peace of mind, I kind of found that to be actually offensive as opposed to helpful.
Now, it was a surprise to many to see Chauvin's mother testify on Chauvin's behalf after not making an appearance at all during the trial. And I've got to say, Antonio, it was probably one of the most tone-deaf statements I've heard in a sentencing hearing ever. What was the reaction from the family to her statement?
Well, they picked up on the the mom's statement right away. Now, let's just say this: moms will be moms, and she defended her son, even saying that he wasn't guilty and she knows that he's innocent. Well, we can put that aside. That's a mother speaking for her son, and I think we accept that. But the jury system found otherwise. But I will tell you, the family picked up immediately when she was done. She never looked their way, never offered condolences or sorrow or apologies or anything at all to the family. It was about her, and it was about her son, and nothing about the Floyd family, as if they weren't impacted at all. And today was Victim Impact Day, and that was ignored.
She considered her son the victim. You can see there that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. All right, so before I let you go, Antonio, I want to hear one more time from George Floyd's daughter, Gianna. So much attention has been thrusted on this little girl, but she spoke so beautifully and truthfully about her dad just before the sentencing. Take a listen.
We used to have dinner meals every single night before we went to bed. My daddy always used to help me brush my teeth.
There are certainly more emotional days ahead for this family. Antonio, where do they go from here? How do they plan to keep George Floyd's memory alive?
Well, Yodit, I've been saying this for a while. I hope the family at some point feels that they can close at least one chapter. This book, will continue to be written. I don't know when they're going to grieve. They have worked so hard to find justice for George Floyd. They have worked so hard to find justice, not only for themselves, but for Gianna and for other families of police misconduct who have been victimized and marginalized. They've worked so hard to get legislation passed in Washington, D.C. and in other states that I don't know when they will find time for themselves and actually grieve. It's time that they do because they have a long fight ahead of them. This fight that we have today is not over. It's going to continue. And I know that they will continue the fight because they are committed to it.
Floyd family attorney Antonio Romanucci, thank you again for joining me tonight.